Today's special guest is Kamille Mohler. Do you know Kamille has an amazing story to tell about being bullied? She was bullied from the time she was in kindergarten to second grade because of her height. Statistics show 1 out of 3 kids has been bullied at some time, and middle school bullying is at its highest. But research also shows that if adults will get involved, can end. Bullying can be direct or indirect. Do you know the signs? Do you have the information? Join me today with my special guest as we talk about how bullying impacted her life and the book that she wrote to change lives. Very special guest today is Kamille Mohler, and I am beyond excited to interview Kamille today. I actually met Kamille at the radio station, and she came in and she shared her story about bullying, and I had to have her on the show today. I need to start by telling you how proud I am of you, because it takes, first of all, a really, really, really big, bold person to write a book, and even a bolder and a bigger person to write a book on bullying. But I have to ask you something, and I ask all my guests this, and I'm going to see if you're going to answer this. Who is Kamille?
I am a 9-year-old girl who wrote a book about bullying because I want to prevent it.
Oh, that's good. And so you are the big sister. We've already determined that, right? You've got a little sister. And so you're going to teach her all of this and how to navigate all of this, right? Where do you go to school?
I go to school at Pulaski Heights Elementary, and I am in the 4th grade.
Oh, you're in the 4th grade? I have a 4th grader as well. What has 4th grade been like for you this year?
It's been great. I've been learning a lot so far.
What are some of the new things that you've learned this year?
I've learned how to use an area model.
Ooh.
And I've learned how to start multiplying with hundreds and thousands.
Okay. Are you doing division yet?
Yes.
Long-term division? We've been learning that in the house. So do you know your multiplication fast?
Yes.
So what's 8 times 8?
8 times 8 is 64.
64, very good. And that is not an easy one at all. What is school like? What is 4th grade like this year? Because one more year of elementary and then you go to middle school, right?
Right.
So what is 4th grade like this year?
It's great. I mean,
You like your teacher?
I like the teachers.
You have
She's
friends?
fun.
What are friends like this year?
Friends, they're nice, and they're mostly not rude or anything. They're mostly nice.
That's good, because it's important for us to have nice friends, isn't it? So let's talk a little bit about this book and how this book came about and why you wanted to focus on bullying. Okay? So you wrote the book, and the book is I Am Not by Kamille Mohler, right? And it's it's not a short poem, but I love what you say on the book. You say it's also a movement, right? And it's subject for any age and any person who's subject to bullying. So have you been subjected to bullying?
Yes.
So tell me what happened.
So I was bullied kindergarten through 2nd grade for being short.
Yes.
Because I remember when I was in the 1st grade, I was shorter than a kindergartner. And people started calling me names.
Which you can't help how tall you are, right?
Right.
Yeah. And so people were calling you names, and what was that making you feel like?
It was making me feel sad. Like nothing good was going to happen at my height.
Yes.
And I just didn't like it.
Yeah, that's a hard feeling, or a hard thing to go through. I remember it's funny that you bring this up. When I was in the 4th grade, I moved here from Los Angeles, California, and to Arkansas, and it was just a very different space, and kids were very mean and very cruel because I was very different, and I wasn't very short, but I was very tall, and my hair was very blonde, and I spoke different, and every day kids would kind of make fun of the way that I spoke. Kids would kind of make fun of my hair, and I remember that just wasn't a good feeling, right, when you're trying to develop friends. And so when you were feeling like this, what kind of things were happening?
Well, they were all just like very rude, and they on calling me names all the way up until second grade. When I started to get taller, because I started to become taller, and so it stopped.
Yes.
And
But it had already hurt you and already impacted you, right?
right,
Yeah. And so once something is done, it's hard to take that damage back. And so you were being bullied, and what were you saying to your mom? What kind of things were you saying to your mom?
I was like, Mom, people are keep on calling me short and stuff. And well, I can't really remember what
Yeah.
my mom had said.
Yeah, but she said some things to you to make you feel better, right?
Right,
And so then your thing was, I don't like this. And so you decided to get back with the book, right?
right.
And so what inspired you to write I'm Not?
Church.
Okay.
And because I got bullied.
Yes.
So we put that together and we got this.
Yes.
Because the teacher was talking about kids having jobs and them being entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And so my mom was like, what would you do to change the world? And I was like, stop bullying. And so she challenged me to write this book in a week.
Yes. Your mom challenged you to write this book in a week?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a book. Writing a book in a week is a big challenge. Are you telling me you wrote this book in a week?
Less than a week.
No way. What were you like? You had to be focused. There had to be a level of focus. What did you do? Did you not go outside? Did you not watch cartoons? How did you finish this book in a week?
Well, I was just focused. I was just writing my photo and I was like, what would it be to write? What would it be to write in this book? And I was like, and I just kept on focused. I was like, no playing,
Yes.
no going outside,
Yeah, no going outside.
but I would still watch TV while working.
Yes. But you just focused in on the book, and that's really a big deal. I host courses sometimes for people who are like you, like me, entrepreneurs and writers. And one of the things that I tell them all the time is you got to be focused, right? And you got to really want to get this thing done, because not only are you an entrepreneur now, but now you are an author. You're an entrepreneur as well. You're your own CEO of your own company, and that's a really big deal. And that takes a whole lot of focus. So, tell me some of the things that you were writing as you were writing the book. Or tell me some of the things were you thinking?
I was thinking like, well, sometimes people get bullied by their skin tone. And so I was like, what type of skin tones could I put down? And I was
That's
like,
good.
And then my mom was keeping track of my ideas on her phone. And I was like, you're not color.
Yes, so you're not your color, yeah.
You are not two piece. And then she put it up in her phone, and I was like, it sounds great. And then we jumbled all of my ideas together and pushed them inside the paper.
Yes. So tell me this, who did your illustrations for your book?
A guy named Kenny Williams.
Okay.
And he prefers art by black.
Art by Black. All right. So I'm going to just read the dedication. It says, dedication. This book is dedicated to children and young adults who have or are being bullied. You are not alone. And I loved the art that's in this front page of the book, because it just shows, are these bullies? Are these kids that have been bullied?
These are kids that have been bullied.
Okay.
And let me tell you, one of them is me.
And one of them is you. These are kids that have been bullied, and they've made a decision that they're not going to be bullied anymore.
And that's why they're looking mad, because they are being bullied.
Oh my gosh, I love this, and I'm gonna share the very first part of this. I am not, and it says, I am not my hair. My hair is not too straight. My hair is not too curly. My hair is not too coarse. My hair is not too red. My hair is not too long. My hair is not too short. But I am me. And I'm going to tell you why I love this right here, because I have curly hair that I love to straighten, right? And when I was growing up, one of the things kids used to bully me about and talk about was my hair. They would say your hair is way too big, or your hair is way too curly. And it made me feel bad about my hair. So you're right, I'm not my hair, right? I'm just me. Tell me one of your favorite parts of the book.
My favorite part of the book is skin, because
Oh, that's good.
the fact that I mean, color.
Yes.
And because it shows a lot of skin tones, and it shows that it doesn't matter what color your skin is. Like, it was basically based off of like how it was back then, when black people didn't have the same rights.
Yes.
And so this is basically just a 2019 version of it.
Yes.
With every single skin tone.
Yes.
Like black, white, red, peach, and yellow.
And 2 yellow. And I'm just saying, Kamille, I don't know if you realize, but this is a really big deal that you did this book. Kids are being bullied every day. They're being bullied online, they're being bullied at home, and they're being bullied for so many things. So I appreciate you sharing your story and saying, you know what, I'm bigger than my hair, I'm bigger than my skin, I'm bigger than the size that I am. As a matter of fact, I'm me, and I get to be me, defined outside of all those things. When you finished this book, how accomplished did you feel?
I felt very accomplished, like I could do anything.
Yeah.
And here's a little bonus thing. We're also going to be regenerating the book, and we're going to be adding more
Stuff to the book. Oh, I love a rewrite. I cannot wait to see the rewrite of this book. How can somebody buy this book from you?
You can buy it on Amazon, or you can come up to me and ask for it in person.
Yeah, and you can ask for it in person, because you can also find Kamille on Facebook, right?
Right. On Instagram.
On Instagram, right? I follow you on Facebook. I follow you on Instagram. You probably didn't know I follow you, right? And I can find you all those places. So what's next for Kamille? We're going to rewrite the book. What other kind of things are you working on?
We're also working on, really, basically, we're focusing on my next book that I'm going to write.
Yes.
And it's coming out in 2020.
Yes.
And it's called If You Want to Be My Friend.
Wow. How important is friendship at your age?
It's very important.
Yeah. And so it's important at your age to have good friends, and friends do matter, right? And sometimes if we've not been taught how to be a good friend, we'll be a very bad friend. And it's not helpful to a person. In fact, it's harmful, right?
Right.
Yeah, and I appreciate all of my good friends. Do you have good friends now? Do you want to shout anybody out?
I want to shout out my teacher, Miss Gasper.
Yes.
And I want to shout out my best friend, Abigail.
Abigail, yes.
And one of my other great friends, Kennedy.
Kennedy, all right. What about your mom?
My mom.
You got to shout your mom out, right?
My mom, she's right in front of me.
Yeah. And your little sister?
Yeah.
And your little sister will shout at your little sister.
Aubrey.
Yeah, Aubrey. Come on. We're going to let Aubrey say hi to everybody. Oh, look how cute. Come here and say hi, Aubrey. Will you say hi? Say hi to everybody. Oh, that is such the sweetest thing ever. Well, Kamille, I am so proud of you. I am so grateful for you sharing your story. I'm going to make sure that I can get this story to everyone, because I think everybody needs to understand how important it is for us not to be bullied, and how important it is for us to get to be ourselves. If you can leave one word with our viewers, what would you say?
I would say
Prevent bullying. And how can they do that? Or as a matter of fact, tell me, what are some signs you are being bullied? How can you encourage someone else to know if they're being bullied?
Basically, to encourage somebody, it's if they're probably laughing and looking at you.
Yes.
At the same time, because that would be a sign that they're gossiping.
Yes. And
Also,
gossip is not good and nice, right?
So, and also a sign is if they are just coming up to you and just like saying rude things.
Yeah.
And if they're just doing anything bad to you,
Yes.
that's a sign of bullying.
Yeah, and those things are mean and hurtful to a person, and we want to prevent bullying. And that is Aubrey's. I'm saying Aubrey. That is Kamille's mission, to prevent and to fight bullying. This is not, and she's not gonna settle. I love the back of her book because it says, "I'm not gonna settle for absolutely anything less. And she and no other kid has a right to. If you want to get connected to Kamille, you can find her anywhere on social media. Her mom is doing such an amazing, amazing job, and her name is Keisha, which I think is dope. Shout out to all. I told everybody after we had a mayor in Atlanta that this was gonna be the year for the Keishas. So big up to a mom who just produces kids like these and produces and pushes her to be great. I don't know if you know, but your mom pushing you is going to change your life. And it may seem unfair sometimes, but she sees the greatest in you. So hold on to that, okay? I want to thank Kamille for being my special guest. I want to shout out Guillermo's. Guillermo's Coffee Shop is life to me. I told him I felt like I was home in the mothership. I want to do a major shout out to Guillermo's for letting us be here and hang out today. And I want you to make sure you share this video and do whatever it takes to prevent bullying. Get connected to Kamille's story. Kamille is an amazing young girl making major strides to prevent bullying. And we will see you soon. Our next interview, Coffee and Conversations. Look for us soon. Connect to the website, LaKishaMJohnson.com. Aubrey, can you say bye for me?
Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Kamille Mohler.
Awesome. Can you say bye-bye? All right. Love you guys. See you again soon. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Coffee and Conversations with LaKisha. For more information, log on to the website, LaKishaMJohnson.com.